salt. So that's when you know you've reached peak saltness in your water, when the water won't dissolve any more salt. So you want to put enough salt in it for the water to absorb as much as possible. So you put your salt in, you put your water. It's usually like 1/4 salt to 3/4 water. And then you mix it up and then you have to let it settle. Do you see how the water is clear? Because all the salt has settled, right? And that's what you want. You want that clear water. I get my handy dandy little funnel. I've attached a teaspoon to my salt water bottle. So it's 1 teaspoon for every 8-ounce glass of water. So this bottle, the big bottle, is 4 8-ounce glasses. So I put 4 teaspoons in here. And then I'm gonna put a little bit of baking soda. So this is how much baking soda I'm going to put in. Is just a little bit, just a pinch of baking soda in that big bottle of water. The baking soda takes away some acidity. And then what I do, I've got my 4 teaspoons of salt water. I got my little pinch of baking soda. I'm going to fill this up with water. And I'm going to drink a couple of these bottles a day, at least 2 a day. I start every morning off with 1 or 2 glasses of salt water, straight off the bat. And then I drink this water throughout the day too. Always start your day with a big glass of water, you guys. Your body is healing while you're sleeping, so it is using up your water. So that is my salt water recipe. Does it taste salty? Yes. Does it taste weird because of the baking soda? Yes. Do I mind the flavor? No. I've always been somebody who can handle bad flavors for functionality. And my skin has brightened up considerably since I started drinking this water. I hate the taste of water. Everyone thinks I'm broken. Ah, so cute. What's it good for? For hydrating. It makes your water ultra hydrating. Warm water first thing to get organs started. Yes, and I keep my water at room temperature. I don't refrigerate my water. Oh no, I'm misleading people by teaching them knowledge and insight and logic. What's the matter, boo-boo? Does that work against your methodology? Your methodology, which is called manipulation. You don't like it? That's okay, you don't have to. You don't have to like it. Also the shirt color in your eyes. My boyfriend told me he's unhappy yesterday but needs time to think about why. What should I do? Get your Fix That Shit books. Get the Fix That Shit books and learn how to create emotional security, emotional safety in the relationship. I got the book. Ooh, I went through Kindle. Awesome. I know. And anyone else started, it is safe to drink salt water. So we measure it, right? So too much salt in your water will dehydrate you and make it harder to poop. You will get constipated if you have too much salt in your water. So this is a measured dose of salt. I gave each of my friends a copy of your book for Christmas. I love this. But Google, why is salt hydrating? You will love the answer. But we do measure it to make sure we don't get too much salt in our water. I Fix That Shit. What section should I focus on if he's unhappy? All of it, my love. Detach your emotional roller coaster from his ride and Focus on your self-love. Listen, emotional safety in a relationship means you are allowed to have your emotions. I'm not going to make your emotions about me, and I'm not going to ride your emotional roller coaster. I want to show you guys what happens when you ride your partner's emotional roller coaster. Some of the salt don't know how to make it. Salt will dehydrate the body if you have too much. Listen to the words coming out of my mouth. Google, why is salt hydrating? Understand, we are measuring in order to ensure there is not too much. Read the whole book 3 times. My girl and I have never had an argument since, and we live happily together. I love this. Green flag, sir. Yes, indeed. So it's pink Himalayan salt. I love you guys. Love you guys. All right. What was I going to say? Oh, riding someone's emotional roller coaster. Emotional roller coaster. You make total sense. So here's, let me show you, draw you a little picture here. Let me draw you a little picture. Okay. So here's your partner and here's you. And your partner goes into a down, right? They go into a down. If you follow them down, you push them down. They go down further, they stay down longer, and when they come back up, there's no one there to greet them because you're behind them. So they're coming back up and you're worse than they are because you followed them down, you pushed them down further, and now they come back up and you're not there. If you maintain your emotional roller coaster, maintain your emotional well-being, make your emotional well-being independent of their thoughts and behaviors, independent of their emotional process. Maintain yourself. They go down, they don't go down as long, they don't go down as deep, right? And they come back up and there you are. And you're like, hey, baby. And so that's what teaches them that it is safe for them to have their thoughts and emotions. So detach your emotional roller coaster from his ride, maintain yourself, let him go through his process. Fix that shit so that you maintain your emotional well-being despite his process. You don't hide it. That's how your relationship. You don't hide it. That's how your relationship will fail. You don't need to say every single thing that goes through your mind, just so you know. Just so you know. Right? Just so you know. You don't need to say every single thing that's on your mind. You can actually process your thoughts and emotions yourself too. Your partner is not your therapist. They don't need to know every single last thing that's on your mind. Sometimes we can have a thought and then process that thought and then come back the other end and be okay. And they don't need to be a part of the process. We can process without